What is going on, fellow Marvel fans? Hope you're all doing well. And in today's video, I want to talk a bit about Doctor Strange 2, some recent news, rumors, and what we have actually from official Google castings apparently about Doctor Strange 2. Some of it actually may be some old news, but I'd still like to go over it, talk about it, cover it, because I just don't feel like it was really talked about all that much, and I feel like it could be talked about a little bit more. What does it all mean? And I don't know if many people know about this, so I wanted to take a look here at the official Google castings for Doctor Strange 2 here. Of course, we got Sam Raimi. He's going to be directing the movie, and he also did direct the earlier Tobey Maguire movies, the original Spider-Man trilogy, some call it, in the early 2000s. So he will be directing the movie, of course, and also take a look there at Tom Hiddleston is in the casting list as well. So that there itself is confirming that this whole Loki show that we'll be getting in the next 2 weeks, apparently, depending on when you're watching this, is going to lead directly into Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, or lead off onto it, or something like that along the lines of that. It's all going to be leading into Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, which is pretty exciting. Very fun and exciting. However, the big casting I wanted to take a look at here, I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce her name, her first name at least, Miss Gomez. I know I'm already going to get it wrong, but she is casted apparently as Miss America. So who on earth is Miss America, and why is she in this movie is beyond me. That is actually really cool that we're beginning a whole new superhero. It was what it looks like in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. It's always awesome to see new heroes introduced into the MCU, especially when they kind of just go off a limb and introduce them through another superhero movie. I always feel like that's a pretty cool thing. I mean, for example, take Wanda Maximoff or the Scarlet Witch, who we first actually saw in Avengers Age of Ultron, and then seeing her later on in Captain America Civil War, until up to the point where she was able to get her very own TV series, which many fans fell in love with and loved. So it almost seems like Marvel is going to be going along with that same idea and doing that same thing, which is really cool and really exciting. Of course, there are also other rumored castings of the beloved Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield reprising their roles as Spider-Man in Spider-Man Far From Home, or No Way Home rather, I should say. I'm just still stuck on saying Far From Home because it was the last Spider-Man movie we did get, but it was a pretty good movie. Anyway, getting off topic, I'd like to save those two for a whole separate video as well, so go hit that subscribe button, of course, to stick around for that, and so you don't miss that, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified when it does come out. So rather than that, seeing that this movie, Doctor Strange 2 of the Multiverse of Madness, is literally called Multiverse of Madness, we're going to see the multiverse really unfold into this whole movie, it seems like, or at least it's building up into this movie of what we're going to see. Doctor Strange 2 is really two different outcomes. It's either the beginning or it's the end. I mean, either way, it's really going to be awesome, and many fans are anticipating and really excited for it. And what I mean by it being the end, it would be the end of this whole kind of set up multiverse that we've already seen somewhat already before, which would be WandaVision and the Loki show, and then Spider-Man No Way Home, which would be all leading up into the 22 film of Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, where Doctor Strange has to go through and fix all of that, or all these little shows are just subtle little nods all the way leading up to this movie and seeing these different little things unfold, and then from there, instead of fixing the multiverse in Doctor Strange 2, it's just going to further on expand and will always be there kind of for future Marvel films. So that's where Miss America comes into play. Miss America is from a whole nother dimension. And for those of you that do know me, I do like to do my research on new heroes when they are first introduced into the MCU. Whether I do already know a bit about them or not, I always like to do a little overview on who this character is and from the comics, whether I read a comic about them or just simply look them up. I always like to do a little overview on them and look them up and actually know who I'm dealing with or actually watching. It just makes it more enjoyable and actually gives me a better understanding. Of course, I would highly recommend, if you don't do that, I'd highly recommend if you do that, especially if you're a huge Marvel fan like myself. So, of course, I'm going to try to pronounce this the best possible way I can, but she comes from another dimension called the Utopian Parallel, which is another dimension. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I kind of gave you guys that fair warning. I'm going to mispronounce it probably. And if you already guessed it, this is a parallel universe towards the normal Earth, the timeline that we already do have, and her powers do include super strength and stuff like that. Her powers include super strength, speed, and more durability, and even flight, so she can fly around, which is also pretty awesome to hear about. And you guessed it, she is going to be kind of like that quote-unquote parallel of Captain America that we saw in our normal Earth timeline. She's going to be that parallel multiverse multiverse timeline or a different outcome, or kind of connects to the What If show that we are getting later this year in 2021. So she's pretty much just Captain America, except in a different universe, in a different timeline that pretty much sums it up about who she is. So of course, if the rumors are true and the Google castings are true, it is pretty presumable to assume she will be appearing in Doctor Strange 2 and playing a pretty somewhat big role, which is also really exciting to see. Go comment down below your thoughts and what you think about this all, and your hype for Doctor Strange 2, your theories, your predictions, all of it. I want to hear it, so go comment down below in the comment section down below. Check out our Instagram, Unofficial MCU, for more news, memes, facts, and all types of other Marvel related content, and hit that like button if you did enjoy this video, as it really does help out the channel. Of course, hit that subscribe button like I mentioned earlier, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when a new video comes out. And until next time, peace out.